Girl, stop apologizing. Day 49. Okay, think about this for a second. How on earth can you be qualified for something you've never done? It's a catch-22. You want to put yourself out there. You never try for fear of a failure, so you never grow to the next level. When it comes to the Sundance opportunity, I absolutely wasn't a caterer, but I had worked with and managed caterers as vendors for years, and I knew what would be involved. I had connections and resources and enough skill with research and planning to get myself the rest of the way there. I wasn't faking it because it never occurred to me that I wouldn't be able to figure it out if I needed to. I had years of practice to back me up. Certainly, nothing at that level, but I was confident that I hadn't ever let a client down, and I certainly wasn't about to start. I would never take money from someone for a service I didn't have the ability to provide. But I also would never have been able to grow my skill set if I hadn't continuously pushed myself to the very edge of it. The single Sundance event launched my business into an entirely new level, just as I had believed it might. I turned that first year as a caterer into the next year as an event planner. Soon we are producing lounges and events for every studio and brand that wanted to celebrate in Park City. Sundance became my most profitable contract. In fact, it's what paid for the start of the chick site and hiring staff when I finally decided to transition into this space. So many good things came out of a willingness to act confident even when I didn't always feel confident. It's like anything else. You can make yourself feel anything you set your mind to as long as you back it up with action. I act confident in what I could do as an event planner, and then I back it up with research and hard work to arm myself with the skills necessary to pull it off. Who you hang out with. I know I've already touched on this a bit with the whole you become the 5 people you hang out with most topic, but it bears repeating here. Years ago, my sister and graduated from cosmetology school, and I was unsure where to go from there. She liked the idea of working in the beauty industry in some capacity, but she wasn't confident about building up a client roster in this new industry, a must for any hairstylist. She tried several different assistant jobs at salons and While she liked interacting with the people, she was still struggling to find her footing. As fate would have it, an acquaintance of mine sent out an email with a job description she was looking to fill. The acquaintance owned a spa and they needed a manager. They'd tried several different people in the role, but nobody seemed to be a good fit. I read through the description, and with every passing line item, I got more and more excited. I immediately forwarded it to Mel. "You should totally apply for this job," I scream texted her. She still wasn't sold on the job. She was then working in the salon, so she went ahead and pursued and subsequently landed this role as a spa manager. She was so nervous that first week about how it would all work out. She was new to LA and still learning to navigate the traffic and fast pace, and like most LA newbies, she was a bit intimidated that she wouldn't dress right or speak correctly in this fancy spa near Beverly Hills. A few weeks into her time there, I received an email from my acquaintance thanking me profusely for sending Melody her way. She could not stop singing her praises as an exceptional employee. This didn't surprise me at all. I knew that my sister was smart and gracious, and I knew she was incredibly hard work. What was surprising is what happened about 6 months later. Melody became a totally different woman. She was calm and poised and totally confident in herself and her skills. She wasn't anxious anymore about her new city or her new role or what she would do next. She wasn't afraid to give her opinion, and she didn't worry about what people thought. I remember saying to Dave, "Have you noticed how great Mel is doing? I wonder what caused such a big shift." A few weeks later, I went to the spa she worked at to get a facial, and it hit me. Melody went from being at school filled with young people who were unsure about where they were going or how they'd make a career, to working for a successful business filled with, wait for it, confident women. All day long, she interacted with co-workers who were at the height of their professions. They had to be to work at a place like this. All day long, she helped clients who were successful in life and in business. They had to be to afford a place like this without even trying to or being aware of it. She'd observed their confidence like osmosis. You want to be more confident. hang out with people who are. I know that confidence isn't often described as a learned behavior, but I truly believe it's a skill you can learn like any other. Be mindful of the people you hang out with, the words you use, and the way you present yourself to the world around you. Pay attention to the times or the circumstances that make you feel the most self-assured, and then work to cultivate more opportunities like those. This shift in perception, particularly for any of you who are in business, can truly be life-changing.